Once a company establishes its pay structure, the next human resources function is to continue to get the most out of its employees, especially the highest performing ones. Here we get into the compensation arena known as incentives. Now in this unit we take a close look at linking incentive pay with employee benefits, recognizing individual performance, recognizing group performance, pay links to performance, the balanced scorecard approach, processes that contribute to success, and performance pay for executives. Incentives inspire employees to achieve above and beyond the bare minimums of simply getting the job done. Incentives can be monetary bonuses. They can also be items of value, such as prizes for top performance. Within the organization, incentive pay links to individual performance, company profits, or other measures of success. Now, when I was a radio program director, for example, I'd be eligible for a performance bonus if the station achieved a predetermined ratings level for that quarter in relation to our competing stations. In other words, if I beat them, I got more money. We had a good station, and for me, the system worked well. Incentive pay can energize employees and even cause other workers to focus on their behavior of doing the things they need to do to help the company succeed. Incentive pay generally is tied to predefined outcomes. Now, those outcomes are the most important measures that determine whether the endeavor is successful. The goals here must be measurable and attainable. As for incentives to be effective, they have to be rewards that employees value. Resources have to be made available to help achieve the results, and employees have to believe that the pay plan is fair. Incentives also need to recognize individual performance. Now, there can be piecework rates where extra pay is tied to extra production. There's the standard hour plan where extra work accomplished during a set period of time is recognized and rewarded. Merit pay is an incentive based on performance rating appraisals. Sales commissions are a percentage of closed sales amounts. And finally, the straight bonus is awarded to an employee for a specific output. Often in an organization, high production and performance is not achieved by just one person. Here is where human resources recognizes group performance. There are various ways of rewarding a department or a smaller work team for a job well done. One method is gain sharing, where bonuses are awarded to the team for increases in productivity. There are group bonuses for attaining specific goals. A similar idea is the team award for accomplishments such as cost savings, successful projects, and meeting deadlines. As we get deeper into incentive compensation, we find that there are pay links to performance that can be employed. There's profit sharing, which is percentage pay for meeting long and short-term goals. Often this is an incentive more available, though, to management rather than to the rank-and-file employees. Some firms also offer stock ownership to employees. Employees are allowed to buy stock, typically the company stock, at a specified price. The employee benefits when stock prices rise. An expansion of this idea is an employee stock ownership plan. Shares of stock are distributed in a managed trust plan, and employees are allowed to sell the stock when they leave the plan. This is often a basis of a management incentive plan where the idea is that the CEO and upper management team have a strong interest in the positive performance of the company. Stock ownership, however, is sometimes part of an employee retirement plan. There's another method called the balanced scorecard. The balanced scorecard combines a number of performance measures of both long and short-term goals. Meeting financial goals can include meeting stockholder expectations, customer satisfaction, efficiency goals, improved operations, and meeting goals of acquiring skills and knowledge. There are also mix-of-pay programs as part of the balanced scorecard. This approach balances disadvantages of one or more programs with the advantages of others. Mix-of-pay program encourages employees to care more about meeting organizational goals. The success of incentive programs depends on a number of factors. Employees who stand to benefit need to participate in the decisions and feel that the plans are fair, that employees are empowered, that they can put their own interests first in developing the plan. And the program also needs to ensure that the plan encourages the kind of behavior that helps meet organizational goals. Performance pay also for executives can take on some different aspects of compensation. It can be based on combining long-term and short-term incentives. This is especially important to keep managers from focusing too much on meeting just short-term quarterly goals at the expense of doing what's right for the company over the long haul. Performance pay is important for executive compensation because motivated executives can have tremendous positive impacts on the group's success. The size of the incentive needs to be enough to motivate, but not so high that the bonus ceases to be seen as equitable to others. Performance measures encourage the executive to operate in the firm's best interest. Performance must also encourage ethical behavior to prevent insider trading and prevent the manipulation of the organization's stock prices. Another important aspect of the overall compensation plan is employee benefits, and we'll take that up next.